Betrayal is the ultimate destroyer of relationships. Most betrayed people notice the warning signs but often choose to forgive, rationalize repeatedly, or worse still, ignore them. You have always known, but you love the excuses and the illusion of the person more than you trust your own truth, instincts, and feelings. The ultimate, irreversible betrayal happens when you realize everything you have been trying to protect has been taken away and it's all gone. It breaks something deep inside, awakening you completely and making you ask, "Who am I?" Often called the breaking point. Some people never get to tell their stories. In relationships where one partner always takes and never gives back, let us call them the abuser or the narcissist, and the others always support morally and financially, we will call them the empath or the giver. The breakdown occurs when the empath reaches their limit. The abuser expects the empath to fall apart in tears, chaos, screaming, and emotional collapse as usual. Feeling satisfied, the abuser prepares to continue their egocentric behavior, pretending to care, blaming, comforting, and manipulating to keep the cycle going. Over years of control and emotional abuse, the abuser's ego ignores the subtle signals from the empath, showing they have reached their limit. The narcissist become afraid of the empath's unusual calmness. According to Carl Jung, this moment is called the integration moment, where the empath's analytical mind finally merges with their emotional intelligence, aligning their suppressed truth with the evidence they have gathered. What follows explains Jung's term nigredo, the point when an empath reactions reveal the truth, the blackening of the soul. It's a phase where everything collapses so the truth can surface. At this moment, the empath doesn't cry or rage. They remain silent. It's like the unspoken truth finally breaks through the dam of control, an alchemical process where the false self dies to make way to the true self, often called the awakening of the soul, which triggered by the biggest betrayer. The spark inside the empath is simply the ultimate betrayer. It's an extraordinary act committed by someone you fully trusted and fiercely protected. It's a partner the empath gave everything to, made excuses for, covered for, and endure pain for. This betrayal can happen after several years of decades of self-denial, abandoning dreams, and neglecting friends and family to support the abuser or the narcissist. Historically, every empath reaches this breaking point publicly uncovering the narcissistic abuser's infidelity, financial deception, and emotional manipulations. This experience reveals the most painful truth for an empath. They knew and saw the signs all along, but chose to ignore their own perceptions, trust, and instincts while shielding their deceiver. This moment of clarity, called the anatroia, happens when the empath's suppressed psychological energy finally bursts free after being held down for so long. It doesn't simply disappear, it transforms and gains power in darkness. The dark night of the soul, when everything as you know it begins to crumble. They no longer make sense. The empath shifts from kindness to anger, from self-abandonment to resilience. Their emotional absorber, the tendency to take on others' pains, reflects the abuser's manipulative act with mirror-like precisions. Have you or someone you know ever experienced what awakening when the fog lifted, everything that once made sense no longer did, and you wonder why you allow such condescension for so long? You are not alone. It's essential to learn to forgive and accept yourself. Start cultivating habits of self-acceptance and self-care, because now you understand what awakening truly means. A clear, illuminated, and insightful moment marks the beginning of your transformation. A shift from unconscious empathy to conscious, empowered self-awareness. The empath begins to unlock the extraordinary potentials within you. Your acts of forgiving, loving, and compassion may no longer be marked by cruelty, but by newfound strength, clarity, and authority. If you've experienced similar betrayal, whether in relationship, at work, within your family, among friends, with colleagues, or with a romantic partner, please share your story. It could help or save many from years of decades of suffering. Please subscribe to our channel if you have not already. You will receive alerts as we continue to explore the dance between givers and takers, empaths and narcissists, lovers and controllers, and the ways the envious become the betrayer.